All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's Amadeus mentorship class. I believe you all know my name. I still remain Henry Uchechuku, and I'm really excited to have you all here today. And I also want to apologize for yesterday, due to the clash. So this evening, briefly, um, I'll be, you know, talking about. Yeah, I'll just be guiding you on the class that we had earlier on this travel business, this Amadeus mentorship class. So this evening, my goal is just to help you to understand the travel business and also, you know, give you some practical knowledge and also share some experience with you. So this is a mentorship class. So it's not like your the normal classes where I'll be teaching, talking, asking you to decode and code. So no, this is the mentorship class. So um it's going to be interactive. So we are all going to be talking, share our experience. Yeah, I have experience, I will share mine. Then and I will also look at the assignment. I shared the last time I shared a document with you. So yes, today we'll go through the document together. And then, of course, I should expect a lot of questions so we can just, I'm here to answer you. So I don't know, can you all hear me? Okay, please confirm you can hear me. I want you to unmute yourself and then confirm you can hear me. All right, I'm getting the thumbs ups. Okay, all right. So, um,
Yes, sir.
all right, great. So let me see. Okay, let me share my screen on the with the last assignment. Let me share my screen. Please just let me know once you can see my screen.
Yes, I can see.
Okay, you can see my screen. Okay, how about can you still see it now?
Yes, sir.
Great. So this was actually shared with you the last time. So, but before we go into this, I would like before we go into this was the assignment I gave you guys last time. So, but before we go into the assignments, we have okay some persons to join. Okay, so before we kickstart, I would like us to introduce ourselves. This is a mentorship class, so it's going to be interactive. So I'm not just going to be talking. It's not like your normal lectures. I'm not going to lecture you. Or so it's going to be interactive. We're going to talk. We're going to discuss. Share experience. Then I will share with you some of my industry experience, of course, and yeah, we'll also look at the assignment and then I'll take your questions. So, and like I said, this particular group is for those that are interested in joining the aviation industry. Yeah, either you want to, either as a remote, you could also, be a remote worker, you work from your home or from the comfort of even if you're working, maybe you're working in a bank. Of course, it could be a side hustle. You want to join the airline, you want to work with the airlines. Of course, yeah. So this is not a general group. So, and I mentioned on the group, I want to know everybody here, those that are interested, those are mentoring. So we are going to be familiar with each other. I'm going to guide you. And of course, trust me, yes, you will make money even while learning this skill. Yes, you learn, you earn money, you earn even while learning. So it's not the general group that we that anybody can just join. So soon, um as it progresses, I'm going to be removing a lot of people, those that are not supposed to be here, because like I said, everybody cannot be here on the aviation, because we have a lot of skills lined up for the corpers. So you should just, I think, shout out to corpers community, for what they are doing. So I want to have, if I have 10 or 20 corpers here, so I want to be sure that these 10 corpers are those that will have, that are going to be equipped, good knowledge of the aviation industry. By the time we're done with our mentorship, we'll be fully ready to to explore. So not just I want to have numbers, have like tip a copper, and then people will join. Before you know it, then another of you will be spamming. So I would like us to introduce ourselves. So I'm going to call your name. So once I call your name, you just unmute and then just introduce yourself. Just tell us your name and where you're serving. So I'm going to be calling names. So okay. Um let's start with okay, at the moment you are just five. So you are just five at the moment. So okay. I don't know if I should give more rooms for more people to join before I continue. Please feel free to unmute your mic and speak. It's going to be interactive. I'm not just going to be talking.
Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good
Hello.
evening,
Can you hear me?
Chidebere. Yes, I can hear
Okay.
you
Good
clearly.
evening. Okay. I'm a copper. Um, Badge A1. Yeah. So
Okay.
posted to Ogbomoso in Oyo State. A physiotherapist. Yeah, so I'm originally based in Lagos, but I posted to Oyo State, Ogbomoso. Yeah, I'm doing my NYC now. So that's just a little about me.
All right, Chidebere. That's nice, very nice of you. Um,
Thanks.
for those that will introduce themselves, I'm going to be saving your numbers. So I'm going to be saving your number after the class so that you can be communicating. So well done,
Okay, sir.
Chidebere. So who is going
Thanks,
next?
sir.
All right. Okay, I can see Victoria Tolu. Welcome. Could you please introduce yourself? Just tell us your name, your PPA. Yes, feel free to unmute yourself. Yes, Victoria, go ahead. Just introduce yourself, your name, your PPA, yeah, and any other information you want us to know. Okay, Victoria, we can't hear you. I can't hear you. So I don't know if you're talking.
Okay, good
Okay,
evening,
we
Mr.
cannot hear you.
Ladies. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, good evening. Yes,
All
we can
right.
hear you. I can hear you.
So I'm Victoria. Um, I'm serving at Oyo State, Ibadan. My PPA is a particular school like that. A school actually.
Okay. Okay, a particular school like that. A school.
Yeah.
All right. So that means okay, that means
Well,
you're a teacher.
yes.
All right, okay. All right, great. So welcome. So
Thank you.
all right. So this session is going to be for mentorship. So I'm going to be mentoring you. I believe you know why you're here. This is a vision class, right? I don't know if you joined the
Yeah.
first train. Great, you are aware. All right, so
Yes.
I'll be yes, okay. So it's going to be interactive, okay? So it's not like I'm not going to lecture you to lecture you to do this. So I'll just be here to to guide you, share some experience, and then help you become a certified travel consultant. So let's go back to our material. So last week I shared one document. Yeah, I shared this document. I believe I believe you have this document, right? And I asked everyone to go through it. This is the week one. So this is just basically about what the what the Amadeus, the aviation industry, for it to be for you to be fully ready to join the industry, you need to understand the terms that is used in the aviation industry. So you need to understand the terms like the GDS, itinerary, reservations, Amadeus, and others. So I'll just quickly touch this document. I believe you all have it. Then I'll just quickly touch it, go through it. And please, if you have any question, just you can raise your hand or you can just unmute and then ask a question. Okay. So I won't just be talking. So it's going to be interactive. So I believe this is so. These are just these are the basics. It's self-explanatory. What the GDS stands for. GDS is a it means global distribution system, and is a network that links travel agents to the airline seat inventory. So the Amadeus GDS is a network, it's a software that links travel agent to the airline. It's like the middleman between agent and the airline. So whatever thing if you want to sell flight tickets, you use the Amadeus GDS to sell your ticket, do everything you want to do, and not just flight tickets. So on the GDS, you can actually book hotels, car hires, and all. But um, I would say in Nigeria, what we use Amadeus GDS is basically to book flights. Most like 98% of travel agencies, they use this GDS Amadeus to book majorly flights. So then you need to be familiar with then IATA. I don't. I'm IATA. So IATA is like is the body that sets the global standard used by the airline and travel agencies. So IATA is like the body that sets the rules. There are rules guiding the airlines and the travel agents. So now let me just quickly explain what GDS does and IATA. So now we use the GDS to book flights. So travel agents use the GDS to book flight, right? So now when booking flight, do you know that with Amadeus GDS, you can book flights for like unlimited. You can book flights for like let me just say for like 100 persons. You can book flights that is worth like one let me say 100 million naira without paying. So this is how Amadeus works. If you want to buy a ticket, if you go online, maybe on the airline website, of course you have ticket, you need to pay for those 10 tickets immediately. If you don't have money in your card, then you won't be able to purchase those 10 tickets. So it's going to tell you insufficient funds. Just you can buy for even 100. So with Amadeus, so that's why it's a network.
Sorry, sir. Please, can you repeat? Your line was breaking.
Okay. Said I want you to know what Amadeus and GTX and IATA. I want you to know what uh, like what they do in the travel industry. This is a net that agents use
Hello, sir.
to
Your
buy flight
network seems
tickets.
to be fluctuating.
Your network seems to be fluctuating.
Hey,
We can't hear you clearly.
tell me, how about now? Is it better now? Is it better now?
It's still cracking. It seems it's still cracking.
Oh, okay. How about now? Can you hear me clearly now? Is it still cracking?
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay now, sir.
I think it's better now.
Okay, okay. Thank you. So this is what Amazon. So Amazon is a software that travel agencies use to purchase flight ticket. Now, why IATA is the body that sets the standard, the global standard used by the airlines. Like by this standard is like they set the rules. Each of them, each industry have their own body. So for airlines, it's called IATA. So I will say like IATA is like their own union, their own union. So they regulate the industry rules, between the airlines and the travel agent. So now this is what IATA does. If you're without IATA, if you want to purchase your ticket, for example, 10 tickets with your card on the airline website, you need to pay for those 10 tickets immediately. That means you need to fund, if it's 10 million, 20 million, you need to fund it on your card. Then you go to the website and you pay. But now with IATA and GDS, the GDS, you don't have to pay instantly. So it varies. Some travel agencies pay weekly. Some pays every 14 days. That's every two weeks. So that means I can buy 20 tickets. Like I can just, and it's very easy to issue tickets. I can buy 10 tickets without making payment immediately using Amadeus. So once you buy, so this IATA will be taking record of it. So then depending on your agreement, so different agencies have different agreement. Some have 1 week. That means they pay every 7 days. Every 7 days, like every five, maybe 7 working days. So they will pay. So they will have their own date. Some agencies have 2 weeks, and some agencies have 1 month. That means by the end of the month, if the agency is selling tickets with Amadeus, they are not going to be paying their money. So they'll be gathering their money in their bank account. So by the end of the month, IATA will not, is going to like calculate all the tickets they've sold. Then IATA gets the money. So by the end of the month, agreed, and then they send the money to the airline. So those are pays every week. So they can issue tickets for the whole week without paying instantly, and they can issue as many tickets as possible. So by the end of the week, IATA is going to, they will have to pay IATA. So IATA will now come that, okay, this week, you've sold 10 million naira. So on the agreed date, you need to pay IATA the 10 million. Meanwhile, you as you're selling, of course, you need to, get your payment from your client. So this is what some agencies allow credits. You know what I mean by credits? Like um you can buy your ticket today and they will allow you to pay after 4 days, or you can pay on installments. You can pay small. Yeah, you can pay on installment. So they'll tell you, okay, fine, pay 50% now. Then maybe after 3 days you pay the remaining balance. So this is why they allow, because them themselves are not paying the airline immediately. So that is one of the great benefits that of using GDS. But I'm sure with your card you can't do that. You need to pay for everything at once. So this I share this material. Okay, so during the course of our training, I know I touched all this, but not to worry. I'm here to answer your questions. So for this week one, we have, let me just repeat all these materials, and I'll go, then we can interact, and then I will take your questions. Anywhere you don't understand, you can let me know, ask me questions, and I'll be sharing some industry experience, real life experience with you. So During the class, I taught us how to sign in to Amadeus. Yes, we can always do that too. Sign into the Amadeus GDS. Then we also learned about encoding and decoding cities, airports. So this is very, very important. In fact, signing into Amadeus is very easy. Each and every one of us can always sign into Amadeus. So this is the Amadeus platform. So once I give you the login, you'll be able to navigate your way to sign in. So the most important part, I need to be familiar with the terminologies that is used in the aviation industry. I gave you an assignment earlier. I said you should read about the airline alphabet. So you need to study it because that is what they use in the aviation industry. The Alpha, A for Alpha, B for Bravo. So at your own, space, at your own, pace, just study it at your own free time. Study those alphabets because you'll be needing them daily. So now, another important thing you need to know is this encoding and decoding. I didn't tell you this in during the class. Now, fortunately, now yes, I taught us how to encode, decode airport, cities, and airlines. Yes, but during the course of this mentorship class, I'll be dropping some um, some cheats. I'll call it cheats. You get so even if you don't know how to maybe the entry to the code you forgotten, I'll be giving you some cheat that you can easily use to know the codes of these countries, airports, and cities. But most importantly, you need to understand these cities. You need to understand. It is very important. You need to understand the airports and the cities. Please, can you all hear? Confirm you can hear me, please. So it seems as if I'm just talking to myself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, we can, sir.
Yeah, I won't be doing that today, but of course, we are going to be, we'll be during the course of our mentorship class. I'll be, guiding you on how to, you know, to know the cheat. I'll call it cheat or not cheat, rather. Now AI has made life very easy for us. So, so I'll be giving you another, yeah, let me say another way for you to know these cities, but you need to understand. You need to understand these cities, then how to check availability. That one is it's very constant. Once you know the entry, you're good to go. Then you retrieve your PNL, retrieving, amending, canceling, adding SSS, blah blah blah. Okay. So play as a travel consultant, you need to be familiar with the PNR. So PNR is the same thing as your booking reference. So this is the reference that is generated when you complete a booking. So and it's electronic record of passenger travel booking. So this simply means when you make a reservation for a passenger, there will be like a a six. Sometimes it comprises of alphabet and numbers. So those numbers, some you on the ticket, you will see it as a booking reference or PNR. It means the same. So this is a PNR that contains the passenger's record. So once you call the airline, once you call the airline or at the airport, what they use at airport is this PNR. They'll just enter the PNR on their system. Once they do it, then all your information, your itinerary, your name, everything, your passport, no, everything is going to appear. You get everything is going to appear. So these are the words you need to really do it at your own free time. You should read all this and to understand all this. The PNR, the encoding and decoding. We have the codes here already. So the codes they are constant. So once you know this code, that this is to encode and decode. Once you know it, you've known it. But I promise you, as we progresses, I'll be giving you another clue. I think that's the right word. Another clue on how to just go about this encoding and decoding without, maybe in case it's confusing you, without headaches. So that's the purpose of one of the purpose of this mentorship class. So I'm here to make it very easy for you. I've done the hard parts. Yes. So now there's AI to assist us in some ways. And again, yes, I know people, most people will say that AI is here, AI is going to take over my job. Yes, you're right. AI has taken over a lot of jobs. I'm sure we are all aware, but for the travel agency, travel industry, well, I won't say it won't take over the travel industry, but let's see how it goes. Because already we're already using you know, we are already using AI already, like what AI does. So the travel agency, the aviation industry, I'm not sure AI is going to fit what the but buying ticket, I don't really think so. But well, I don't know. But for now, the travel agency is still intact. And those that want to not just work in a travel agency, you want to open your, just like me, I have my own on my own. You want to work to gain experience, or even you want to work with an airline. You want to work with an airline, you want to work at the airport, and of course, the best is you want to work, to earn money, even while you're serving. I, I don't know if you know that even while you're serving, you can earn money while you're serving. Yes, you can earn money while you're serving. If you're really serious, you can make really cool money, and you don't even need to touch your alawi. So this all these encoding and decoding, yeah, you can just read it through. You have the materials, but I'll also give you a clue as we progresses, checking availability and all this. I demonstrated all this during the course of the training, how to check availability. And please feel free to ask me question anyone you don't understand. You can just read all this, and if you have any question, you just let me know. So just want to quickly touch them. How to put name. So name is very, very important. You can see the entry is just one entry. Now with this entry, this is the entry you're going to be using to enter any name. So this is for those that are working in travel agency, or those that want to open their own, or you want to work with an airline. So if you're working with an airline and a customer walks into the office and wants to buy a ticket from the airline, this is the entry you are going to be using to on the system. You just get the passengers, the customers passport, and then you get. So but for those that will be working remotely, and those that will be you know maybe aside from working remote, those that will be using this as a side hustle, those that want to go into it fully, because not everybody, this is the simple truth, not everybody will work in a travel agency. Most will be airlines, most people will be working from home. So these entries they are constant, they don't change. So once you know it, you've known it. It doesn't change. This is entry where you're going to be using for everybody is this same entry. Just the name that will change, the name of the passenger that will change. So these ones are very, very easy for you to read at your own free time. I want to go to the most important parts, give you an assignment. Let me go to that part. I know there's the assignment. The assignment is not here. Okay, I think it's not this one. Okay. Okay, I think I'll open the one I give you the assignment to it. So we can look at the assignment together. Think we have to. So I'll have to just give me some seconds so I can get the one that contains your assignment. Okay, I've seen it. Let's open it. Okay. Just give me, let me see. Okay, just give me a minute. Let me just open this document, the one that contains your assignment. Okay. Somebody's trying to join. Who is this person? Okay. Okay, so can read through all this material. So I want to go straight to the assignment that I gave you. The assignment, you can see this is the material I shared with you. So this is self-explanatory. So at your own free time, please do where to read, go through this material, and then ask me questions. So okay, this is the week one assignment. I think somebody wants to join. Okay, so let me just quickly go through this week one assignment. So by the time you read through this material, this week one material, you'll be able to you understand what the terminology, the terms that are being used are. So for this week one assignment, you have the part A, passenger's journey. So explain the complete journey of a passenger from deciding to travel to arriving at the destination. Think about what happened before the passenger reaches the airport. Okay, so this one is just basically asking us to, like, you know, to explain a complete journey of a passenger from departure to your destination. That's the whole complete journey from the from from beginning, from the departure to arrival. So now we need to factor in the passenger, the travel agent, the airline, the GDS reservation. Okay, so now basically, um passenger's journey. So this simply means when a passenger contacts you, when a customer contacts you that he wants to travel to, for example, to the UK. So what you need to do as a travel agent, you need to, when you're during the time you're checking, you're advising for the different options to use. You need to factor in a lot of things. You need to factor in a lot of things, like, for example, um a complete journey should start from, the passenger departing from a particular point, let's say, for example, from Lagos to the UK now, and then the passenger has to use a particular airline. Then by a particular airline, um now the passenger cannot go with one airline and come up with another airline. It has to be one airline. So let's say, for example, the passenger wants to go to the UK with Airpeace. Airpeace flies to the UK to London Heathrow, yes. So now you need to consider the passenger flying with Airpeace. So the person cannot go with Airpeace and come back with Qatar Airways. So if he's traveling with Airpeace, he must come back with Airpeace. If he's going with Qatar Airways, he must return with the same airline. It's usually cost effective. But if the person wants to go with Airpeace and come up with Qatar, it's also possible. But in this case, that means you will need to buy a one-way ticket. So that means the passenger will go with Airpeace and then come up with Qatar Airways. Number one, is going to be very, very expensive. Number two, you will have a lot of questions to answer at the airport because you're buying a one-way ticket, then they will have to ask for your return ticket, except you are a citizen of UK. If you're a citizen, you can buy one way. But if you're going for or you're going for study, but if you're going as tourists to visit, you must buy a return ticket. So you can't just get one way. So you have to show them your airpiece ticket, and it's going to be, in fact, it's not even allowed. It's not even practiced. It's not encouraged in the industry. So you need to stick to one airline. So and then let's say we want to use airpiece, then we're using airpiece. We book the airpiece with the GDS. We've chosen airpiece. We book with the GDS. Then we'll make reservation. So after making a reservation, there will be a booking reference. So that booking reference is the number that is going to be a so that six alphabet. Um, is going to be mixed, consists of alphabet and numbers. So that is your reservation. So you'll see the booking reference. That booking reference is the same thing as PNR. In the travel industry, we call it PNR. PNR is passenger name record. If you go to this material, you will see the meaning of PNR. You understand? So that's the PNR. Then once you purchase the ticket, there will be a ticket number. So once you make a booking, it doesn't mean that the person can travel with the booking. Once you make a reservation, then you'll be given time limit. You'll be given time to pay for that ticket. So once you make your payment for the ticket, then there'll be a ticket number. And of course, you need to know the airport, Lagos airport. Then you also need to know the check-in time. Check-in means, you need to check in. So check in so that for example, if your flight is by 10 p.m., for international flights, you're expected to be at the airport at least 3 hours before the flight. That means if your flight is by 10 p.m. for international flight, that means you're expected to be at the airport by 7 p.m. 7 p.m. you have arrived at the airport to check in. So check in, they will check your documents, your visa, your ticket, your hotel reservation, and every other document that they need to check. So if your flight is by 10 p.m., you need to be at the airport by 7 p.m., at least 3 hours. Most time, if you go for an international flight, if you go 1 hour to the flight, they might not check you in. You'll be late. You cause a no-show. Do we know what no-show means? Okay, no-show means when you fail to show, just like the word no-show. It means when you fail to show up at the airport, and once you do that, the airlines frown at it a lot. If you know you'll be traveling, please change your ticket to another day, because if you don't come to the airport, that seat is going to, you're going to waste that seat, because they'll be waiting for you. They won't say, that means they won't sell that ticket. That means they'll fly empty. You've wasted their money. Some airlines are very, very strict. Once you don't show up, your ticket is gone. You can't even change it. You can't ask for a refund. Your ticket is as good as used. They will say that you've used it if you fail to check, if you fail to come to the airport to check in. So once you check in, they check your document, then boarding, you board the flight, then fly and you arrive. So this assignment is just basically trying to, tell you, you're just trying to make you to understand how how a journey looks like, what a journey looks like. Like for you to have a complete journey, it must consist of all these words. Now, for the aviation vocabulary, I think, okay, define at least 20 aviation and ticketing terms in your own word. All right. So the 20 aviation term, okay, now terms like itinerary. I'm pretty sure that before now, I'm not sure you are used to this word itinerary, but it is used it is used daily in the travel industry. In the aviation world, it is used daily. Your itinerary. So your itinerary is this is an example of your itinerary. Your itinerary is like your travel plan from Lagos to Doha, from Doha to London. So this is your itinerary. So I will call this thing, I'll call this itinerary. So it doesn't have to be from Lagos. It could be from Abuja to Ethiopia to Canada. So that route, that is my itinerary. So please, at your own time, you need to just go through this um this document I shared with you, because we're going to be, we're just starting this class, so we're not going to rush. We're not rushing. And then, of course, I can see this. Please do not rush to memorize commands. You don't need to do this, because yes, you can write them down. You even have your material. So for those that be maybe working in travel agencies, you can always have your material beside you. You can also look, because as time goes by, you'll be familiar with these entries. But the important thing is for you to understand what they mean, not just maybe cramming Amadeus command. So you need to so you need to understand what I say is, you need to understand different airlines, what the process is like, then how to make a reservation, what is the PNR, how to identify the ticket, basic travel terminology. We need to understand this before we even move further. So I believe we all have this material. So I don't know if you have questions, maybe if you've gone through this material, because I gave this material last week. So by now you should have gone through it, and then I should be expecting questions from the part that you don't understand. Because this is, we're just getting started. So this is like the easy part, just trying to explain what the terminologies mean in the travel industry. So what do we have? Okay, so I've been talking for long. So, and this class is not supposed to be like this. It's meant to be interactive. So I talk. Interactive we talk. So let me ask. This material I shared. How many people went through it? Chidebere, I don't know if you went through this material. Just tell me the truth. I'm not a lecturer.
Yeah, yeah, I went through it.
Okay, okay, you went through the material. So did you understand everything, or you're still trying to adapt?
So the thing is, like, I learned a lot of new things. So it's just more like theory. It's just more like, okay, knowing that, okay, this GDS, this itinerary, this
Exactly. So
when to, so yeah, just like memorizing it, not necessarily like practicalizing practical aspects. I don't really know that. It's just memory.
all right. So okay, great. So since you've gone through it, so that this is just week one. So because from the next material I'll be sharing, you know, don't worry. As time goes by, you're going to be familiar with um aviation terminologies. So but for you to be well grounded, you need to know the basics, which is this material. So not as a travel consultant, when somebody mentions airport, you'll be wondering what's an airport. Itinerary, what is itinerary? PNR, what's a PNR? Or so these little terminologies, we need to know them. So because by the time, and also, yeah, I forgot to mention also, um now that you've started taking we've started this mentorship class, and you would like to continue, because yeah, of course, you're getting the skill for free, so it and no knowledge is a waste. So why while we are still on this mentorship class, I'll be guiding you. You can always create flyers with ChatGPT or whatever, or even tell your, like, you can even post that, that you're maybe into the aviation, into the travel industry. So because what I want is, I want you guys to experience this. So I want you to earn while you're learning. Yes, I know we're just getting started. We are getting started. I'm putting you through how the aviation industry work, the terminologies, you know, because so I want you to, while you're learning this, I want you to earn. Yes, you can earn even while you're doing your service. Yes. So now let me briefly explain, how do you earn for travel agents? How do they make their money? How do they earn? They earn in two ways. So the first is commission. So each ticket have commission. Now, who gives this commission? Legit is actually legit. So the airlines gives legit commission to all travel agents. So these airlines gives the agents commission. That's number one. And then now, as a travel consultant, you're rendering a service to somebody, to a client. So you can not you can you're supposed to have your own service fee. It's not free now, but your service fee is solely at your own discretion. Yeah, just like some people will charge, like, okay, I'm for rendering service, I'm going to be charging you 5,000 naira. Some will say 10K. That is your own service charge. Now, aside from this service charge that you want to add, some can say 50K, 100K. It depends. As I said, it's at your own discretion. Now, aside from this service fee, you have commission. Each ticket have commission. There's no ticket that's any, yeah, it has commission. So who give this commission? The airline. So they give agencies this commission, like to, should I say, compensate them, for helping them to, s- you know, taking off the stress from them, for just for helping them. So they give them this commission, like, okay, if you for each ticket you sell, you have so like you have 10% of the money. And we all know that airline tickets, tickets are for international ticket, they are always from 1 million upward. So you have like, okay, you have like 10%, you have like 9%, some give, you have 7% for each ticket, just one that you sell. So now these are the things that I'm sure you'll be wondering, because how will agencies make their money? Because so now if you go online and buy, you're even going to buy higher, because the price online and on Amadeus is going to be the same price. But the difference now is that on Amadeus, when the travel agent will be paying the airline, he will not be paying the airline that's that amount that is being displayed on the Amadeus. He'll be paying lesser than that amount. That is after taking out his or her 9% or 7%, depending on the airline. So different airlines have different commission. So travel industries, they earn, travel agencies, they earn in two ways: through the commission and their service fee. And of course, you have the right to add your service fee. Yes. So now let me share some experience with you. From my experience, I have several people actually, not one thing. They're actually working in different organizations. Some work in the banks, some work in different places, some are business owners. Do you know what they do? What they do is that they just, while in their office, their various shops, they do, um they tell their people, I don't know, maybe they know, maybe their cliques that that they're into travel industry, that they, if they sell flight tickets and if you want to travel, let me know. I don't know how they do. Yeah, they tell their people, their clique. Some people is even, they have one that's from a church. I have one lady from a church. So she buys tickets from this for the church. So she tells her that she's into the travel industry. If you want to buy tickets and if you want to fly, let me know. I will, I'm your shop plug, blah blah blah. Now, this is what they do. When they get their request, this I'm just sharing this with you now, this experience now. I won't mention their names. So when they get their request, so people will contact them, maybe their friends, like, okay, I want to go to Kenya, help me and check. Now, meanwhile, they're in their shop doing their normal business and they don't, yes, because they know about the travel industry. You need to have an idea, because it's not good for you to reduce something without having an idea of it. So once I can call them, I want to go to Kenya, they will just, then they will ask, because by now they're already used to it. Okay, you're going to Kenya. When are you traveling to Kenya? The person will tell them, okay, I'm traveling. They will send the date, 25th of September, to come back. So they said, okay, let me check. I'll get back to you. They send the request to me. I check now, because they are, to me, they are, like partners, like agent. So what I do is, now I do the main work. The majority, I check for flight options. They might not know all the airlines that go to Kenya. So what I do is I check all the options, the airlines, I send it to them. Now with their commission, I know I mentioned to you that each airlines have their own commission. So but I'm going to specify like this is the commission, like you'll be paying lesser. So now what they do is that they will send it. They can edit. No, no, some people do edit actually. They will send to their customer or whatever. So this is it, and the person will choose. So more than the person will pay them. The person pay them, and of course, most time they will pay lesser because they are agents, so they get the commission, and the commission can reach from, let me say, minimum. The minimum is like 50K, 60K. Some are 200K, some are 300K, depending on the price of the ticket. In fact, let me even shock yourself. There's one girl now. That girl, she has made like 1 million naira. I think that's, but no, she bought like 2 tickets, and she made like 1 million naira commission. But but the passengers were traveling to Alabama with Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines is an expensive, to Alabama. There are two passengers, and the commission she made was about 1 million naira. She's working, so there are a lot of ways to make money even while you're even learning. So you can just, now that you're learning, you can just make people around you know that you're going into this industry, aviation industry, so that it will be nice, so that at least your people around you can know what you're doing, and patronize you. You get, because it will be nice for you to you're doing this, and then they are going out elsewhere too, because you can actually be making money even while you're teaching, maybe doing your teaching job, maybe doing your other businesses. And for those that want to work with airline, perfect, you're good to go. Those that want to work with travel agencies, great. Yes, so you can do where to, you can just, create some maybe flyer or posting, or just, I'm sure you have people that you know your contact. Yes, you can just tell them, you can just tell them what you do. So just tell them what you do, and then it's little by little. So while we are learning about the industry, yeah, you'll be able to at least, yeah, because I'm very sure but we think, because I want us to before we think, I want to give us a challenge, like within one month, that's like 4 weeks. So I want somebody here to confirm what I'm saying. Like, I want you to confirm what I'm saying, that you can actually make money even more than you are away by just selling one ticket, only one flight ticket. And now that we are still learning, like I just explained to you, you can just refer, like, yeah, you do this. I'm on the group. You are, so that's why I wanted us to introduce ourselves, so I can get to know each and every one of us. And for those on this call, I'm going to save all your numbers. You get, so, and you can always reach out to me anytime for any question you have. I'm available to assist you, guide you, and over the time, you will get used to the industry, and trust me, you won't regret it. Even though you want to do other things, like maybe you want to open your own business, one business, or no matter what you get, you'll be able to at least have other sources of income. So um, I want to unmute. So okay, I want to. I've been talking for long. So Chidibere, okay, we've spoken. Um, Victoria, do you the material I shared? Did you go through it? Do you have any question, any challenge? Um, this is a mentorship class. It's supposed to be interactive. So I'm not just going to. In fact, I've been talking for long, so I want it to be interactive now. So Victoria, did you go through the material? This material that I shared. This is the material, yeah. Yes, this week one.
Yes, I did.
Okay, you went through the materials, and then is there any question, anything that you didn't understand? Do you have any question about you know, the what you're about to go into?
None for now.
Okay, so the material you read, was it self-explanatory? Did you understand everything?
Yeah, I understood.
Okay, so you know the terms that is used in the aviation industry,
Yeah.
because I know you said you're teaching, you are a teacher, right?
Yeah, I
Good.
have.
So yeah, so I want you to do is why even when you're teaching, I want you to be earning before you finish your NYC from this travel. I want because I want people here. Yes, we're just seven here. I want people here to confirm what I'm saying. That's because you've actually made the right choice, and is of course you're getting it for free. This scale is not like I said, is not people pay for it. I don't know if you've seen ads on IG, Facebook, advertising. If you want to learn Amadeus, you pay money, you pay 300k, 350k to learn. But shout out to Corpus NG for making it free for all the corpus. So all right, so always feel free to contact me anytime. You can also chat on a group anytime. So it's not going to be every Saturdays I will be meeting. Yes, we'll be meeting on Saturdays just like this to talk, to discuss. But within the yes, now I'm available. So during the week I'll be dropping some messages on the group. But you also, if you have any questions, anything, you can also drop on the group any time of the week. So not just on Saturdays. And then if you have anyone that you feel like you want to share with me, I'm on the group. You know my number on the group or any of the admins. You can just reach out to the admins personally in case you don't want to share it on the group. But if you want to share on the group, please feel free to share on the group anytime, any question you have. Yes. So within the week, I'll be dropping another material, and then going forward, I'll be sharing more experience on how the travel industry work, and then I want to focus on the earning part because I'm in Nigeria, so I know how Nigeria is. So we need multiple sources of income, and you can be doing this even while you're in anywhere in Nigeria do your service and teaching. So who else read my material? Precious Edionwe, if I pronounce it correctly. Did you go to the material?
On the chat that I just joined, so I hadn't seen the material. I was asking for it. I'm not
Okay. Oh, okay,
getting.
okay. You just joined. But do you know the group you joined? This is not the general group. This is a vision group.
Yeah, I was very, very focused on this.
Okay, so you know what we do on this group. This is for the those that want to, have those that want to start their career paths in the travel industry, those that want to work with airlines or work with travel agencies or even open their own, work remotely to earn. So this is not the general group.
Yes,
You
sir.
are all right. Okay, okay. So okay, all right. So she just joined. I will share the material with you after the class. I'm going to save your number, so I'll share with you. So please feel free to go through the material, read it, and anything you don't understand, I'm always here to answer you. Um, yes, yes. So next person. Okay. All right. I think almost everyone have spoken. So today is our first. I think today is our first mentorship class. So and yeah, I think we've spent 1 hour already. So, but is there since we've gone through this material, I'll be sharing another material with us. Then yes, I'll share another one. Then and please feel free to always ask your questions. If you have any requests, any questions, feel free to drop it on the group. If you want to drop it on the group, you can always reach out to me to um to drop it. So yes, please go ahead.
Okay, sir. Please, I want to know the material that you drop. Is it the first material that you displayed in this meeting?
Yes, yes. I've not dropped for week two, so I will do that within like within the week. I will do that. So, but
Okay,
I
sir.
wanted us to be to be to be done with the week one. I wanted everybody to be done, to really understand. But I know it's pretty easy. Just we call it just basically the basic the basic terms that is used in the aviation industry. I know it's not difficult, so I'll be dropping another material within the week so that we can, for you to just guide you on what to expect. And then I'll be giving assignment, majorly assignment, not just because once you know the terms, then I'll be giving assignment. So the reason for assignment is for you to, because I want you to understand how the industry work. I'll be sharing my, like I do get some requests. So I'll be sharing how you get requests from customers. It's just through my WhatsApp. They'll just chat me. Henry, please, I'm traveling with my family, blah, 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 blah. I'll be sharing those so that you can know what to expect and then also how to respond when you get a request. You get when maybe when you tell people that you're into the aviation industry now, you're into the travel industry, I want you for if you want to travel, they can contact you. So so when they contact you, the way you respond to them. So not when somebody contact you and said, I want to travel to UK or I want to travel to China next month. Then you will now ask the person to do what? Or there's some like how to respond. So once somebody contact you that you want to travel, so the first thing is okay. You first acknowledge and then ask them like when would you like to travel? They'll tell you the date and then you ask where. Now, for example, the person will tell you that I'm traveling to United States. Now, you have to ask where in the USA because the USA has so many airports. So, and again, one important thing in this industry is that you must not assume. Assumption is not allowed. So, the person is going to the USA. You can't say, okay, USA, then you go and book JFK, maybe JFK or Washington. No, so you need to, you can't just assume. You need to ask the person to come as well. By now, almost ended, almost running up, and he wants to join by now. He will join the next class. So you need to ask the person where in the USA. So just like somebody coming to Nigeria now, imagine somebody said, "I'm coming to Nigeria." Yes, we know that in Nigeria we have about like about 5 international airports. We have Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Enugu, and Kano. But the busiest ones are Lagos and Abuja, with Lagos leading number one. So all the airline fly to Lagos. So someone saying I'm coming to Nigeria. Yes, I know that it is Lagos because that is where, but you still need to ask, please, where in Nigeria? Now, for example, the person is going to, for example, the person is going to Aba to do business in Aba, maybe carry Aba product. And also use for example, and he said it means the person is coming to Nigeria and his final destination is in Aba. Now, instead of booking to Lagos, you can just book to from wherever it's coming from to Port Harcourt because Port Harcourt is an international airport. So when the person flies from example from UK or from let's say from Germany to Port Harcourt, so once he gets to Port Harcourt to Aba is very close. I think like 1 hour on the road. You can now use road. But if you book from Lagos, from Germany to Lagos, and it's going to Aba, that means you still need to book another flight, maybe Airpeace from Lagos to Port Harcourt or Owerri, or he will not go by road. And if he's going by road, he's going to spend the whole day on the road, which is not advisable. So you could see, so always ask questions. Don't be. It is you need to ask questions to know that you get. Because if you don't ask questions, you make mistakes. So I've made several mistakes when I was new. We just book. So now these are the mistakes that like you have me. So from experience, I can't allow you to make such mistakes. So you always ask, please, where in the USA? Now the person will tell you, I'm going to Alabama. Wow, you can see going to Alabama. The person going to Alabama and you're booking JFK. It's crazy. The person is going to gang. Okay, Alabama. Now what will you do? You need to find the international airport in Alabama. I think that is Birmingham Airport. Birmingham is in Alabama. So you now book to that Birmingham. Don't worry about how I got to know this. I've been booking flight for, so I know most of the airport even without checking. But yes, as we progress, I'll be showing you how to know all these things. You don't have to even crack your head without headache. You just know where in Alabama. I will show you how to know the airport to check in Alabama, and then you tell the person. Imagine you tell the person, okay, you'll be traveling to this place in Alabama. The person will be surprised and ask you, have you been there before? You'll be like, no. Then the person will be relaxed, like, okay, this person really knows what he or she is doing. They'll be relaxed. So, um, yes. So, okay, I think our time is fast spent. So, but within the week, I'll be dropping some updates and some of my requests. In fact, I'll be dropping I'll be dropping some requests that I get on the main group so that you can see how people ask this. So now my purpose for dropping this is for you to just know that even as we're just starting, this is our first day as we're starting. I want you to have it at the back of your mind that I just don't want you to just know about the travel agencies, learn Amadeus. Yes, I will also teach you Amadeus. For those interested on want to know how to use Amadeus system, I will teach you. So apart from knowing how to use Amadeus, most importantly, I want you to earn while you're doing your NYC. Yes, I want you to earn. Yes, Chidebere, go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you, sir, for this meeting. So, my question is, the CDES platform is free. Then we use Amadeus app to work on it. But this is you pay to IATA. So you're saying that we will pay to IATA like per week or per month, depending on the agreement. So, but what you're
Okay,
saying
no,
was
no,
like,
okay,
okay,
yes, the GDS.
no,
Okay, no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
go ahead.
So an example is Amadeus. So you're saying
Ye-
like you work for the month or week, then you pay. But I was asking like, can you pay in advance? Like let's say you want to work for next month, you pay everything for next month, so you work for the next month. I know like
Okay, no,
beginning might not be able to have that ground, like not be able to have that standing. But maybe in the long run when we are working, is it possible you can pay in advance instead of like working, then you now pay for the months you've worked for or week you've worked for?
so now, okay, so when I talked about that the GDS, which is like because I mentioned travel agencies use Amadeus GDS to book flight now, and I am it's called IATA. That's how it's called, IATA. The IATA that you mentioned. Because when you said IATA, I was wondering what is IATA. But I had to figure it out. Okay, IATA. IATA is the body that governs, you know, is it that governs the travel agent and the airlines. So they regulate the rules, they set the rules, make sure that everything is, business is going well. So now this is how it works. Um, Number one, for you to have access to that IATA, for you to have IATA is not easy. So you need to be like you can't just have IATA like that. IATA is a very big, for you to have that access to be issuing airline tickets, they won't just give you access. You need to be fully loaded for you to be able to even have the right. We call it ticketing right, the right to even purchase this ticket. Okay, so now, if you have this IATA now, so once you have the IATA, okay, let's say for agencies that have IATA now, let's say I have IATA now, I pay every week. So now using Amadeus, I can be buying tickets. So when customers come, they pay me. I will check for flight for them, Lagos to Canada. I will check. I will tell them this is the amount you pay. Of course, I'll make my commission, right? Then I'm supposed to pay the airline. For example, let's say the ticket is 1 million naira, then my commission is 100K. So that means I'm to pay the airline 900K. And now I'll tell the passenger, I can tell the passenger 1 million naira since I'm making 100K. And I can also decide to tell the passenger is 1.1. So that means I added extra 100K as my service fee. It depends on your passenger. You know the person, you know your passenger. So that I mentioned that we earn in two ways, your commission and service fee. So now let's say I told the person 1.1 and the person pays me 1.1. That means I've made 200K on that ticket. and I'm paying airline 900, right? So Ayata will just, so what happens is that the 900 is going to be in your account because Ayata will only take the money by the end of the week. So that means you can be selling other tickets. It's going to be accumulating. Then by the end of the week, Ayata will not come. Like it's not as if they will call you. Is it's automated. Once that date reach, they'll just calculate how much you've sold for the week. If you've sold like 10 tickets, maybe worth 10 million, that means you're supposed to have that means you should just get their money ready for them. So on that seventh day, they will deduct their money from your bank account. So now this gives you the room to issue ticket on credit. But I'm not saying you should do on credit. No, you're not even supposed to do that because please, this is Nigeria. So don't, if I don't gonna be saying, I'm just trying to tell you how the agencies work. So this is why you say that some people will say, I used to pay small, small. So this is what they do because they have this credit facility and all that. So, but for you, in fact, for now, just avoid the credit. So anybody that is going to fly, they're going to, they will get their ticket and they will pay you your complete money, your complete ticket.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Please, sir,
Okay,
do you
sir.
mind if I just say one or two things,
Yeah,
in
please go
addition to
ahead.
what you just said?
Yes, go
Okay.
ahead.
At this level, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't. I won't say you should hold some information back, but one thing that those attending this class should know is that in addition to the two ways that you make money, I'm sure the facilitator at some point, the facilitator would also let you know that it is possible for you to check a fare now, and that fare is, let's say, 2 million naira. It is 2 million. You've communicated it to your clients. In fact, they've seen it as 2 million, and maybe once you go back to check at maybe midnight, it's also possible for you to have dropped. Right? Is it possible? Hello, sir. Hello, Mr. Henry.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
I'm
so
here.
it's what you saw. Initially, you saw it at 2 million. You might go back, you see 1.7. So that simply means that, because I know someone that gave the details to his client back then, maybe 2 point something million. At the end of the day, he went overnight. He kept on checking, and the client had
Yes,
already paid the 2.9, and he saw it
yes,
for maybe
yes.
2.1 million.
Actually,
So
that
you
happens
can
a
make
lot.
so much money. So the thing is this: we are not teaching you, the facilitator is not teaching you to, mislead anybody to, but it's just that you need to understand this thing. The time that he has spent tonight to explain the terms, the need for you to know the terminologies and all of that. Please, if you go back to study, you're doing yourself a whole lot of. But if you decide not to study, now your own, you understand what I'm trying to say. So please take this thing serious. Most of us, operating in this sector today, it was by mistake. Some of us, if we had known, or if we got someone to put us through this thing when we're serving, it is possible for you to have become your own MD, your own this and that. For me, I wasted 6 years after service years, after my NYC. I wasted 6 years. If I had known, if I had seen an opportunity like this, I would have gone. So please, this is just to encourage you, to let you know that you should give this thing your very best. The assignment that he gave you, please work on the assignment. You've got multiple streams of making money. If you are attentive, you are diligent, you're disciplined, after about a month, of being mentored, you'll be surprised at what you'll be accomplishing. Do you understand? So I think that's just my one cover. The thing is, aside from the two ways I mentioned, I'm sure the facilitator will also let you know that there are other ways for you to make money if you know
Yes,
what
actually,
you are
yes.
doing. Thank you so much,
Honestly,
sir. We
that.
really do appreciate what you are doing. And I don't know how to keep thanking you. Okay, thank you. God bless.
All right. So thank you so much for bringing that in. Yes, like you said, you're absolutely right. I just mentioned the two ways, but there are a lot of ways. Just like you said, you know. So ticket prices do drop, and they can drop drastically. You can see a ticket for 2.5 million, the person that will pay, and then when you want to issue ticket or you check later, it can be showing 1.5 million. Wow, you can see the difference. And the person that has paid 2 point something. It is so all you need to do just to issue at that 1.5, and then the rest is yours for just one ticket. In fact, there are a lot of ways to make. I'm not going to mention everything. This is we're just getting started, so I won't be mentioning all. There are a lot of ways, from date change, from refunds, lot. So I won't bombard us with all the informations at once because we still have a long way to go. But um, yes, I think we'll spend over an hour, so I'll be rounding up shortly. Then please, the group is always quiet. So not just like I said, please, even from today, tomorrow, anytime, ask your question. Once you go to the material, you have any question or you just have any question, maybe do it because of your own personal study, you ask on the group. If you don't feel like sharing for everyone in the group, contact any of the admins or myself, you ask your questions, okay? Anytime, anytime, any day. I'm always available to attend to you. All right. So, and as we progresses, I'm going to, uncover more ways you can earn. And I would like somebody here, not just one person, most of us here, to experience this. I want you to confirm me that yes, you can make your allowance times 5 in a month. In a month, you can make your allowance and you will be like easily, not without stress, easily in a month. Yes, through this key. So thank you so much for Precious. I will contact you. I will share the material with you. I know you don't have it, you just join it. So I'm going to contact you. Chidebe, I will also save your number. So like I said, on that group, we are like 30 something on that group now. So you can see I'm going to be removing a lot of people, but soon I want to have if I have 10 people, I'll know that these 10 people are the serious people that I'm going to mentor. So I don't want to waste my time. The rest can join the general group and learn others. There are so many skills lined up for the corpus you get. So thank you so much. I'll reach out to you, Chidebere. Thank you, Victoria. And yes, Precious. After the class, you get the material. And then I'll also drop some more updates on the group. And please, once again, feel free to ask your questions anytime. So next week, Saturday, it should be Saturday by 8 p.m. We'll be meeting again just like this. But within the week, I'm going to be active on the group. So we'll be communicating on the group. And please feel free to always contact me or any of the admins anytime concerning any question or suggestion or request that you have. All right. So thank you for tonight. So I'll see you guys again next week, Saturday. All right. Bye for now.
Good night, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Good night.
Thank you.